YouTube, good morning. It's your boy Mr. Do It To Him. Today, this is the video I've been waiting for a long time. So I decided what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the 6'4" back to who I bought it from. If y'all don't know the story, you know I bought the 6'4" Impala from a guy named Scott. He works at a restoration shop. So I mean, the work that I saw that they do, I'm not even gonna lie, I was a little discouraged of asking them how much would it cost to do my car, because I'm off rip, I'm thinking nothing less than 50, 60,000, because them cars was pristine, like mint, like them cars was like that. So I could absolutely believe the price was gonna be around there. So I went the different route. But what I want to do, I'm gonna take it to him to get a quote to get the paint, on getting the paint recorrected, and just to see if it's cool to record his reaction of him seeing his car for the first time in 2 years. When I bought it from him, it was straight metal. The very first video where I got it titled, I finally got my dream car. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna pin it up here. So click that link, and that's the very first day when I picked it up. So the sun is out. It's been cold. It's actually gonna touch the 60s today. So I'm gonna take it up there to go get his reaction, get some price, a quote. And on top of that, I'm doing that because I took the car back to the painter. He was supposed to, you know, do the resand it down and all that. To be honest, he pretty much, where he at in his state of mind, I don't think his shop about to be running soon or continue running. So he tried to send me to somebody to get a quote, and he said whatever they quoted, he'd give me half. I'm done going with whoever people talk about. I'm gonna go to where I want to take it. So I'm gonna take it back to them, and whatever quote they tell me, I'm telling him. So I'm gonna take the car out, get it up front, let it warm up. As you can see through the window, the sun is banging. So as it's warming up, I give y'all a walk around. Hopefully y'all can see the true color, because I know every picture I pull up, it look like it's that cranberry or that burgundy color. It's really not. I can't catch it where the sun is out, where you can see the true color. So the sun is out. Let me get that bad baby out, warm it up, and we own it. Yeah. Alright, too, man. Boy, ready to rock. I gotta grab my shades out the car, but we got it out here. It's out here. The sun is hitting. The sun is hitting. Man, boy. About to be riding out, looking good. Got my hoodie in there, my bag. Can you see them flakes? This is something nasty. Just imagine my trimming all on this boy, the glass. I don't know, man. That's why what y'all think? Should I just go ahead and put the glass in? I got the glass in the garage. But my thing is, I don't want to install everything when they got to come back off to do the correction. That's like going backwards. So that's why I'm pushing now to try to get all this corrected. This right here, we taking this off, dog. Nah, that gotta go. He ain't showing no love like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. I had checked the oil, because I had this car for 2 years. I never checked it. Actually, when I come back, I might give it an oil change. Make sure I have a fresh oil while I'm sitting over the winter. Inside oil jacked up, man. Alright, let me go grab these glasses. We on the road. Okay, YouTube, we up here, man. We at Motor City Solution. Actually, that's the guy who I bought the car from. He just walked around, looked at it. He said it looked good, but then of course he pointed out all the bad stuff, and they finna bring out a monster if they could get this boy started. Some kind of Camaro with something stupid under the hood. But they said it's cool. I could go in, get some video. Let's see what's up. Ooh, got a 396 in that boy. Real small. Ooh. Let's get out of this way. What's in that?
I think it's 396.
I did see the bag. Yeah. That's heavy.
Actually, what's in it?
That's in it? Something like that? Wow. Okay, fellas, you got the Mark 1. Is these cars that's for actually somebody that own it? I remember y'all had that Bel Air for like 100,000 for sale.
Yeah, these are all individual people's cars.
Oh wow. Well, I don't see that Bel Air. Somebody bought it. I mean, y'all had that powder blue Bel Air for like 100 grand.
Yeah, that was still a customer's car.
Okay. You were just selling it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Ooh, they got some classics over here. Wow. Let me see. Oh. So y'all can see this right here. This boy. So they gonna give me a quote on the paint correction, but look at this, man. Like I see y'all want to come here. I was a little scared because look at that work, guy. He asked me how much I paid for that paint job, and when I told him how much I paid for it, he said that would just cover the materials. But as you see, these is like actual people cars. And there is some cold stuff. Look, somebody got Marilyn Monroe. Look at that. They painted Marilyn Monroe on their head, guys. And this Motor City Solution. They got front end clip for Mustangs. And this is just the front end of it. The front. I didn't show y'all the back yet. As y'all can see, the shop goes all the way back there. And they out there working, they're getting it in. So the more I go deep back there, I'm gonna get more of the footage. Hold up. So they're looking over stuff right now. Alright, we can give me a quote, but I'm sure it's gonna be expensive, guy. So we'll see what they're talking about. Oh, jeez. Monte Carlo coming through like the training day. Got a Monte Carlo over there with a Coca-Cola. He's about to take you for a ride, talk to him, he's a cool dude. You hear him sounding good. Pretty much got like the same motor I got. Yeah, they looking over it. They actually like the paint though. I'm shocked. I thought they were gonna tear this apart, to be honest. So they I mean, so we'll see. We will see. Let me see if he gonna hit it. What he gonna do for y'all? Well, they're talking about it right now. Right, okay. Oh, boy, sound hefty right there. Okay. What you gonna do? Yo, here we go. What you gonna do? hide that boy. Okay. Oh, let's see if you gonna tear the street up. Tear the street up. You gotta. Okay. All right, too, man. Back at the crib. That was a trip, man. I like them guys. I like them, and I'm pissed off because I sort of just followed my first mind and took my car. Well, left my car there because once again, that's where I bought it from. And I was shocked, to be honest, dog. Hold up, let me fix that for y'all. To be honest, I thought they was gonna tear the car apart. Like, ooh, he did this. Ooh, he did that. Ooh, they did that. They is true professional. Like, they seen all the flaws and steady like balling up their face. Like, ooh, what he do that for? All that. Nah, it was like no disrespect. They was like, okay, I see what he was doing. He's like, okay, I see that. I see that. Like, okay. But man, this color, they was giving compliments. They're like, dog, this color is wow. And it was in the shade, so I'm like, man, if you see it in the sunlight, hey, it's hitting. And so I did the little walk around. I didn't go deep in the shop because they was back there working. I seen sparks flying and all that. I'm sure they might have would have let me do it. So I just got like the front lobby where you seen all the cars. That's nothing. But they had back there, they had a rows of Chevelles, rows of it was some Malibus, some Monte Carlos. Man, they had everything back there. And so they was working. I was like, maybe next time I'll get like a full tour. So Scott was cool. I didn't think he would remember me because I told him, when I get the car done, I'm gonna bring it back, and holler at you. It's been like 2 years. So when I first pulled up, it was I was gonna say a young dude. He probably my age, a little bit older. That black Monte Carlo that was coming out, man, he was chopping it up because he seen that I pulled up in the 6.4. We pretty much had the same engine. We chopped it up. He was like, yep, they did the engine. And I was like, well, I bought this from here. He's like, you bought the car from here? I was like, yeah. Scott did it. I don't think he really knows Scott. He knew all the other dudes. So he was like, all right. But two other dudes that he was talking to, they recognized the car. It's like that's the 6.4 Impala? It's like, yeah. He's like, it got the 4-speed in it? I was like, yeah, it do. And I started smiling. He like, you get that from here? I was like, yeah, I bought it from Scott. He's like, oh man, let me go get him. So they went in the back. Scott came through. Cool, white guy, bald head. He reminded me of like a Stone Cold character type. Walked through like, face lit up like, it's like, what's up, man? Shook your hands like, man, good to see you. It's like, yeah, I know it's been a minute, but hey, I got your baby. So he went out, looked at it, and he's like, man, it came a long way. Wish that it has, because once again, like I said, I got it when he had it. It was bare metal, so it had all the parts and all that, but they stripped it down. But it was a lot older parts, so I went knew everything. So, and what he did confirm, because I was like, we had a lot of issue with the body and all that. He was like, he told me, he's like, the car wasn't 100% lined up. So he did explain that. He was like, because at the time it was just him and his son doing it. It wasn't the boys in the shop, the professionals, to line it up correctly. Him and his son was doing it together. So he was like, yeah, that looked around. He's like, he loved that pinstripe that's on the dash. He loved that. So I'm like, okay. So I was like, man, I told you once I get it, at least to this point, I'll come by and let you see it. He's like, man, thank you, I appreciate it. It's like, unfortunately, it's not how I want it, had a bunch of hiccups. I told him, like, man, but in 2 years, I've been going through hell for 2 years, basically. So I told him what all was going on. Showed him, so, I pointed out all the spots. And actually, he walked around, he seen all the spots. And I was like, I'm actually bringing it here because, I want you guys to do a paint correction. Quote me up how much it'd be. So he said, all right, let me go get Mike. I talked to Mike when I One of them updates about the 1961 Impala, I spoke with Mike, to get the frame reinforced. So he remembered me from that. He's like, oh, yeah. We talked a few months ago about that. I was like, yeah, that was me. He was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, so you got a 61 and the 64? It's like, yeah. So I showed him, the 64, the engine, the setup. So he he said if the frame is in good shape, which that I believe that frame is, we just have to clean it up, put some PR on it or whatever the case. He said that should handle that motor. So I'm like, okay, cool. Cause I was like, I'm just thinking the car's a 61, X amount of years old, putting on them horses on that frame, that's not good. He's like, no, if the frame don't have no rust holes or none of this, none of that, it should hold. I'm like, cool. So he came out, he did his walk around. It's in the video. I didn't want to really get him like that, but I took clips here and there. So did the write up, gave me the paperwork, hit me with the numbers. And now if y'all are wondering, so he got to fit in the line sheet metal best as possible, sand/rub body, which that he said it would be the whole car, best as possible, and small paint repair. He said I'll be looking at $6 to $7 grand. Me, I said, wow, okay, that's cheap. I'm thinking, like, see, that's what took me away from me even wanting to go there, because they was my first option. And Scott was like, man, you don't want to come here, man, we pricey. So, but once again, I don't think he knew, my pockets or whatever. He did, I think he did say that, like, I ain't trying to count your pockets or say that, but we are expensive. Which that a full restoration, you gonna be looking at 50 racks or something crazy. And they do that. So that kind of stored me off from going with them. But, prices like this, I can afford that. So I'm like, absolutely, okay, no problem. So he wrote it up, I got that, and I took the picture and sent it. That's my business phone. Sent it to my man Jay. So Jay, the reason I did that because Jay, when I took my car back, he wanted me to take my car to some other company, and whatever they quote, he said he'd go half with me. Well, I'm pretty sure he ain't thinking about 6,000-7,000. So I'm gonna tell him. Oh, he calling right now. Yo, hold on, let me stop this video. Alright, Tube. Just got off the phone with Jay. Jay like, hey bro, what they talking about, 6,000-7,000 with no body work? That's a whole new job. So long story short, what he said was I misunderstood him while he was saying about the other company. Like I said, I took it as I guess he wasn't working. He was pushing me off to another company. He said no, they was gonna wet sand it back down. He just wanted to take it to that company for they can buff it. He's like, the way that company buff it outshine his any time of the day, and he will cover that. So it was a little misunderstanding on my behalf. I'm moving fast. I'm trying to get this car to a certain point where I can shut it down for the winter. So he cleared that up, but I still do want to mess with Motor City. They cold. But y'all see the cars that they working with, that they work on, that they did. My man, that Monte Carlo, he started acting a fool, and I didn't grab the camera. That boy moving. God, he was flying up the street, pulled up in the driveway. That boy was moving. So you know what I do is only way. When I was leaving out, I was like, hey, you got it, dog. You working with something cold. He's like, thank you. Started up my boy. Whoa, whoa. You like, oh, hey, you doing your thing. Keep going, man. You doing good. You looking good. I'm like, thank you. Reverse out. You let them know the big body get down too. You know what I'm saying? So, man, at the end of the day, I'm happy. At least got that quote. Even if, I guess, after it get buffed and all that, and I still don't like it, I will spend that $6 to $7 grand to take it to them and have them to get it in that mint condition, which that I probably will do. I'm not saying I don't know how this gonna turn out, But the route, I've been taking the left-hand route, and the left-hand route been giving me problems instead of me going straight to that right, you know, the right stuff. So we see how this play out. Finish out this year. But if you're new here, man, hit that like, subscribe, give your boys a thumbs up. I appreciate it. I'm about to eat. Just stay tuned to the next one. The next video, really, I'm gonna try to do something with the 6.1. Actually, I'm doing something with the 6.1. I gotta call Rick because I haven't heard about my transmission. So if y'all don't know, I found the transmission, which is a 400 turbo. I got it rebuilt with a stage 3 in it that can handle 1200 horses. That's also the same guy who rebuilt that 373 that's in the 6.4. So I don't know, any day now, I guess it should be done. So with that being said, my transmission is done, my engine is done. Only thing I have to do now really is get my ECU, which I'm gonna run the Terminator system and the Lumen radiator, and I could give it to Rick and let him start running the pipings for the turbo. But with that being said, it's getting kind of cold. Rick don't work in the cold, so that might be for next year, depending on how this weather play out. But once again, man, it's your boy Tez. Don't do it to him too late, because I already did it to him, man. Hit that like, subscribe, give your boy a thumbs up, and stay tuned, man. Yeah.